George Christenson, Milwaukee County Clerk, Christenson. This is my morning update. Welcome everyone. As you can see, we are progressing much more quickly today, and it's much quieter today. I would say that the count is ongoing. We have machines running, and day 4 is off to a smooth start, in my opinion. Question?
Jenny, go ahead.
George, if if you were a bit behind, why are we still seeing empty tables?
So we maximized our capacity here in terms of the building. So, for example, I believe the city of Milwaukee has over 80 people here working in some fashion. We have other municipalities here, and then when they leave, other municipalities come in. So we just wanted to make sure that we had enough tables to accommodate as many people or as many election workers as each municipality could provide.
Is there a sense on when the suburbs will be done completely?
The suburbs, I think we still have a couple days to go for sure on the suburbs. Let's see, I think that I can give you an update. So, for example, Bayside is completed, Brown Deer is completed, Cudahy, Hales Corners, Greendale, and Oak Creek. So today, I believe we have Shorewood, Franklin, Wauwatosa continuing, of course, Milwaukee, and the city of West Allis is here as well. Greenfield hasn't arrived yet. They are scheduled, I believe, for tomorrow, or Wednesday. I'd have to check the schedule. So it's progressing well. We feel today's been much smoother, so we're happy about that.
Yesterday, about some of the process. So, forgive me, this is my first day here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing, the poll workers showing the observers the certificate, and then they're kind of segregating the different files. What's going on?
Well, so essentially, the recount process involves a checklist where they separate envelopes according to different parameters. The Trump campaign has requested that envelopes that are identified as indefinitely confined be separated, which the commission agreed to do that, and that's what the election workers for every municipality has been instructed to do. In addition, if the ink was a different color from the witness signature and as well as the address, so the witness signature and the address was different, those have been set aside as well. We had state guidance to do that. That's common practice, but they requested that, and the commission agreed. And so that was those are 2 examples of that.
Could you explain the Trump campaign's reasoning for setting aside all of the absentee ballot envelopes for Oak Creek?
No, I won't presume to try to explain their reasoning. That was their request, and that's their right.
yesterday you expressed confidence you'd be done by December 1st. Anything changed?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll be done. Take the holiday off so people can be at home. And then we'll continue up the day right after.
Do you have a new prediction for when this might be done?
I'm the eternal optimist. I would hope that we will be done a few days before December 1st. But again, we've got till December 1st, and we're very confident we'll make that deadline.
Have things sped up perhaps because the poll workers are, getting quicker at separating the indefinitely confined, as well as, perhaps the Trump campaign spotting where the ink is a different color on the witness address?
Yeah, I don't think it's the poll workers moving any quicker. I do think that, for example, once these objections have been addressed and then communicated down to the observers, for example, for the Trump campaign, they're doing a very good job of now knowing what will already be separated out. And we've just had we've had no disruptions today, for example, that I'm aware of from the Trump campaign. So there's been no problems. It's been a very good day today.
Can you talk through what happens to those ballots after they've been separated?
So after those ballots are separated, then the municipal clerk will bring them up to the commission, and they will put them on the record and say, I have the ones that we've agreed to separate as a commission, and then they are set aside and entered as an exhibit per the request of the Trump campaign.
And those are envelopes being set aside, not ballots.
Yeah, those are the envelopes. And then in addition, the commission agreed to to provide digital scans of every ballot run through the machines, and so then of course those ballots will have to, if they have a voter poll book number for central count, that'll have to be redacted. So there's no chance that a voter could be identified in terms of how they voted, of course. So there's some work there, but again, the commission has been very accommodating to those requests, and we're working through it together.
Is that what took so long to close out last night?
Yeah. So yeah, that's the machine. So this is getting into the details, but the flash drives are certified by the state and only have a certain capacity. So the process, which is common practice in other states, and such as Florida, for example, is to copy those images, make sure they were copied, and that's an export. And so we had both parties there to observe all that process. And it took a while to export all those images, save them, and then you clear the machines and start fresh today. And so that's a little bit of a process.
Based on the early results, I believe it was said a net gain of 1 vote for each candidate. What does that tell you about the process so far?
Well, it tells you that the process is very accurate, and so which is exactly what we expected. And you can actually find those the update of the summary report on that on a daily basis at the State of Wisconsin Election Commission website. Okay.
Just one.